what was one discussion that me and her had about 5 months ago? We was talking about if a guy, I told her, I said, if a guy pays for everything, your man pays for everything, he takes care of everything, lets you have your own money, but he don't want you asking him a whole bunch of questions, is that okay?
No, it's not.
Oh, she didn't grow. She didn't say that.
Wait, what was it again?
That's the one when I was asking you about. I said, if a guy pays for everything, lets you keep your own money, and you have the separate bank accounts, is that all right?
Oh,
with
yes.
That's okay with you?
That's okay with me.
See, we had disagreed with that because I was like, well, what happens if all of a sudden something happens to him, or all of a sudden you say, I thought he made over 100,000, then you find out he made 200,000. Would you be mad?
I would be mad because why did you keep that from me?
I take care of everything, like you said. Why I got to tell you?
It don't matter. We supposed to be a team, but I would never have an account without my husband knowing. Like, that would be a discussion before we get married to discuss, like, well, I feel as though if you're the breadwinner, I want you to understand that I need to have my own. I don't want to have to come to you questioning me why I'm spending this and that. But he would know that I have an account. But I feel like every woman should have a separate account from her husband, her mate, whatever. I feel like that's very important.
See, well, that's a generation gap for me and her, because she figures I should have my own, but if you become one and you should be trusting me, why should we have separate bank accounts?
It's not really about trust. I don't look at this as an untrustworthy thing or trust. It's not that I'm saying that you don't trust me or I don't trust you. It's just that I'm saying that, like, I want to feel secure with myself. So if I never worked, or if I stopped working or gave up my career to stay home and take care of everything, why is it fair for me to have to, my every move? I don't agree with that. And I should have, God forbid, if something ever happens to us and we go our separate ways, or things happen in life, I want to have my own backup plan. So if you decide that you want to go get you a young tenderoni, or you don't want to be in this relationship anymore, I don't have to be stressed out here, whatever. And what if I want to buy you an expensive gift that costs $600? If I withdraw $600 from the account, you're going to ask me, what is it for? And I don't want to lie to you either. So I feel like it's essential that a woman and a man is supposed to have their own money. I feel like financial money situations really cause marital problems. But that all depends on, this should be discussed before you get married.
Yes.
This is not something that should be brought up upon after getting married. Like, oh, I want my own account. I would never marry or go into a marriage without my husband not agreeing to me, or my fiance or whatever he is in the future, agreeing with me not having my own account.
So if I'm your man and I have my own account just like you,
okay,
since we don't want to have to answer to each other because we grown, like you were saying,
right?
So if I got $100,000 over here in my bank account, but you don't know nothing about it, you good?
I'm fine. Why? It's just not about that. But here's the thing. I'm not hiding that from you. If you was to come and ask me, how much do you have in your account? I would tell you it's not about a trust thing for me. It's a secure thing for me that I personally feel that I need. If my husband was to come over and ask me and say, hey, how much money do you have in there? I would tell you. It's no point of lying to you. Now, if you had another account and you got $100,000 in your account just sitting there and you never told me, or dumbing down the number, then that's when the trust comes in. Like, oh, so why are you hiding that from me? Do you think I'm with you for your money? What are you doing with that extra bit of money? In that sense, if you don't tell me things, it's not.
See, it's
all in a communication. It's communication. If you're not communicating with your partner, then yes, it becomes a trust issue and thing. But no.
Now me, because I'm old school, I feel when you tell me, you may go get yourself a tenderoni, you may do this and that you're telling me that you don't trust me and you don't trust our relationship, that there's something lacking, that you think if something happened, you wouldn't have none. You get half in the divorce. What are you talking about? So, and your money grows faster when it's together, and then there's no I think when the guy has money on the other side, I just think that too many things can happen. You know, because we ain't perfect. Ain't no dude out here perfect. I got a whole bunch of money laying on the sides you don't know nothing about, or you know that I have something. I think it just leads to temptation and you don't become a unit because you're not working as a unit. It's almost like your roommates, I feel, if you do that. But I guess you, like you said, you want to feel secure, right?
Yeah. I want to feel secure. I mean, but here's the thing. That's like you feel that way. I feel like that's why you have your partner and y'all discuss these and y'all set boundaries for one another. Now, if my future husband came to me and was like, he really expressed to me that he was not comfortable with it, for me, that would not work for me. It's really no compromise with that situation. So I would never go into a marriage or get married if we did not figure it out. It's my own way of like my own issues that I have. Not even issues that I just never want to be in a position to depend on anyone. And if I'm not working and you're giving me all the money, I don't want to ask you for anything. I don't want to I don't want to ask and be questioned at every move that I make because it's your money. I want to feel like it's my money too. But if I'm not working and we have one account, yes, it's a big thing. But one thing I'm never going to be is a stay-at-home wife. Like it's not going to happen.